On Sunday, Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky spoke out against the concept of deploying the military to deport large numbers of illegal immigrants, following President-elect Trump's indications last week that he intends to do just that. Paul made the statement while appearing on CBS's Face the Nation program, explaining that doing so would be unlawful if done with the army. If they send the army into New York and you have 10,000 troops marching carrying semi-automatic weapons, I think it's a terrible image, and I will oppose that. It takes explicit authorization from Congress to deploy federal troops for domestic law enforcement, according to a statute from the 19th century. Paul, a party outsider at times, has stated his support for deporting illegal immigrants with criminal records but argues that the military isn't the best institution to enforce this policy because it violates the Fourth Amendment's ban on unreasonable searches and seizures. A distrust of putting the army into our streets exists among Americans, according to Paul. I will not support and will not vote to use the military in our cities. When asked if this crosses a personal boundary for him, Paul responded, I will not support and will not vote to confirm Trump's choice of South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem to run the Department of Homeland Security. A strong opponent of illegal immigration, Trump has pledged to begin the biggest deportation campaign in American history the moment he takes the oath of office on January 20th. In a social media post on November 18th, he seemed to affirm his intention to declare a national emergency and utilize military forces in order to deport an unprecedented number of illegal immigrants. According to Paul, these deportations might be carried out by agents of the Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, United States Customs and Border Protection, USBP, or both. As for the senator's concerns about the legality of using the National Guard for deportations, he stated that it is less clear at this time. One branch of the United States military that reports to both the president and the governors of individual states is the National Guard. Caroline Leavitt, a spokeswoman for the Trump transition, stated on Sunday that President Trump will use every federal and state power necessary to launch the largest deportation operation of illegal criminals, drug dealers, and human traffickers in American history, while also reducing costs for families. A mandate to implement the promises he made on the campaign trail, like deporting migrant criminals and restoring our economic greatness, Trump was given by American voters, Leavitt continued. On Sunday, ultra-conservative House Freedom Caucus member Representative Byron Donalds, Republican Florida, called the idea of using the military in deportation effort hyperbole. While appearing on Fox News' Sunday Morning Futures, Donalds made the case that the mere mention of deploying the military in such a capacity could serve as a disincentive. I think you're going to see a lot of self-deportation once this process begins, said Donalds. Involving the military in the deportation operations was defended by several Republicans. John Barrasso, a Republican from Wyoming and the Senate's number 2 Republican when his party seizes the chamber in January, stated on Fox News Sunday that he can appropriately use the military in the event that Trump proclaims a national emergency.